Hello and welcome to Erin Ash. I am Ashley Bennett and it is another What's Up Wednesday. So what I decided to do was I'm actually going to pull a couple cards for the collective today. The reason I'm doing that is because I like to sometimes read into the energy of whatever's going on, and frankly I'm already kind of seeing a theme within just doing sessions for my clients and everything else, but I want to offer something just a little different this week, just to kind of see how things are going for you as well as me and everyone else I'm already working with, and just kind of reading into the energy. Okay, so I just got done shuffling the cards and I'm just going to cut the deck and pull 3 cards, and this is just going to be for everyone, so you don't have to choose a card this time around. It's mainly just that I'm reading into the energy of what's going on for sort of everyone, or everyone who's going to watch this, I should say. So as an intuitive healer, my biggest gift happens to be clairvoyance, which is seeing through the third eye. So even the way that I channel in my own meditations or in sessions for other people, I get to see everything, which is pretty fun and really cool. This week in general, I keep seeing like blue like everywhere, it seems. So awesome, we got the universe card. And to me, that is the throat chakra. We also happen to be switching into Gemini, which is all about communication, which is the throat chakra. So there's kind of a theme already going on there, which is nice. It's kind of fun. So communication, not just with other people, but with ourselves as well, is really important. And a lot of times when we communicate with ourselves, we tend to have difficulty sometimes even seeing or speaking truthfully or discerning what to do with that truth even once we find it. So definitely keep some thoughts, on your throat chakra this week, because we also have the Gemini new moon on Friday. Okay, so the 3 cards that I picked for the collective are actually the heart chakra. So tuning into, well, not just healing, but truly like our heart connection to things, what we value, which is a theme actually coming up with the new moon as well, is really focusing on our values, and do we value the same things that we used to? And if we don't, how do we sort of transition them out so that we can change our lifestyle and change our habits, maybe around what we value more now than what we did previously? Because frankly, we're all always in transition and changing and growing in some form. So that's why I always say we really need to individually, not just me, we have to ground ourselves every day, in my opinion, and we need to tune into ourselves a little bit deeper. So I do that with journaling and meditation, as well as physical movement, because meditation has all different forms. It's not just sitting in silence, so I hope you know that. But it is really important to get clear on what it is that we're feeling and what we value and how we're doing with all of that. And so I believe that we actually need to do that every single day, in my opinion, even if it's 5 minutes. It doesn't have to be some long process. Okay, second card is the power card, which is also an 8. It's like an infinity number, which is wonderful. So being in our own power, or the opposite of this, are you feeling powerless? So once again, tuning back into not just your heart, but I would say more of a feeling than the mind, because the mind can lead us in all different directions. And if you don't know how to trust or discern intuition versus the mind or fear seeping in, that can be a little bit confusing. So it's something I do help people with as well, is tuning into their intuition. But what I would say is if you're feeling powerless, why is that? What is causing that? Or is it that you're just refusing to move in any direction, and then therefore you're kind of getting paralyzed? If that's the case, there are some things that you can do to, once again, ground and move forward in a direction. Any direction is better than just standing still in a lot of cases. But once again, it's kind of tuning back into, what inspires you? What moves you? How can you get back into that power and really take it back so that you can change your life? Just being honest, change your life. I channel and see a lot of people who feel very disconnected or feel a lack of love of their life or lack of vitality, or sometimes even a total disconnection from their path, or even knowing how to move forward in a way that with something that they need to continue healing. And those are all okay things. Very human. We all go through them, including me, and I can see beyond here. It doesn't matter. We will all always go through them. It's okay. It's just about knowing how to sort of see the truth in everything and trust it and move forward. And which path and which direction do you want to go in? So that's part of your power, is picking a direction and truly going with it. The last card that we actually got was the Universe card, which, like I said, is just such an amazing card. It's one of the most powerful cards actually in this deck, which is wonderful. But I think there's a lot of stuff happening with the collective this week, included with so many things opening back up, and how all of that is going, and how all of us are already handling it and dealing with it. But once again, going back to what you value is really important, because when we are truly in our power, we also stop trying to, in a lot of ways, we stop trying to control other people, because we are in our own little world, right? Our own universe, not just the collective universe. So when we are focused back on ourselves and what we're doing and what we value and our lifestyle and how we're going to help the collective, on top of maybe just enjoying ourselves and enjoying our life as well, we're once again in our power. It's when we point outside of ourselves and constantly try to discern for others and judge others included, we are constantly leaking power. We're like these leaky little sponges. It's just not working for us. And it doesn't work for anybody else, to be honest, either. So it's okay to share your opinion. It's okay to have an opinion, of course. But as you're moving back out into the world and things are opening up and everything is kind of going on, remember to tune back into yourself and what you're doing right, and what you feel right about, and what, once again, you value, and stop looking so much outside of you toward other people. To be honest, I also see that as a distraction. I find that there's a lot of times that people will tune into everything else around themselves other than themselves, because they don't want to look inward. Very easy to point a finger at somebody else. And that is, like I said, purely a distraction. So I strongly suggest that you look at that if that's something that you feel like you're going to be doing. Otherwise, might want to spend a little bit more time alone and at home doing the stuff that, well, we were all supposed to be kind of doing while quarantine, which is getting really comfortable with ourselves and looking at whatever's there to be worked on. So, okay. I hope you liked the cards that I picked for this week, or at least enjoyed hearing me, blabber on about them. And either way, so I wanted to also share a few things. Like, I have new offerings that I didn't have before, and one of them is the 45-minute session for $100. So normally an hour session with me is $150, and I do channeling, energy work, all kinds of stuff. You can go to my page if you want to read more about it. I also offer soul circles now online since we've been in quarantine. Completely forgot to mention it because that's what I do. But basically you can pick 5 friends or 5 friends and you. So I do up to 6 people at a time, and we can actually do like a 1-card reading per person. We do a grounding meditation, and I even just share a few things about what I sort of see in the universe and as souls, so that way we can have like a really deep soul conversation. So I usually recommend that you do it with a group of people that you know, which is so fun. I also just started offering a couple packages of sessions, which is something I didn't offer before, but I also do coaching. So literally, if you want to work with me, I have a million ways that you can, and just reach out. All right, I'm super excited that I get to keep doing these videos for you guys. Let me know if you need anything.